I recently added a new feature to ServiceBuilder to make it easier to schedule. Scheduling can be a headache. You've got 15 people and you want to rotate them through scripture reading, say, but some of those people are also playing drums and some of those people are also teaching in Sunday school, and you don't want conflicts, and some of those people are going to be on vacation, they're going to be visiting their parents this weekend or next weekend. These are all things you have to juggle, and so I've made it so ServiceBuilder does that automatically for you. So here's how it works. First, we're going to go under People and go to the Roles and Groups. Now I'm going to go to a particular role here, Announcements. Now this Announcements role, we have 4 people here who are rotated in. And I'm just going to, for the fun of it, add in somebody else. Let's put in Malcolm Callister. Save. So now let's rotate, let's schedule this role. So I click Schedule this role. When I do, I have the option of just choosing a person out of the available people here and doing it week by week by week and trying to remember which one is next and are they, is it going to be a conflict with them, or I can let ServiceBuilder handle that for me. So here's how I do it. I first filter service type, so I'm going to choose the crossing service. That is our contemporary service. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check the people who I want to rotate through announcements. So I'm going to take Patrick and Malcolm off that list. Actually, let's leave them all on. No, I'll just leave. How's that? Now, here are some of the options that are important to note. Avoid schedule conflicts. This checks to see if any of those players, any of those individuals, are currently playing instruments or teaching or doing something else that week. And if so, it doesn't schedule them. It will rotate them with a person who's on the following week. The next checkbox will ensure that you don't double up on any of the roles. So if you wanted to have multiple greeters at the door, you might run this a few times. But if you only wanted to have one person doing announcements, then you would want to check that. So we're going to check both of these. And finally, if you've put some empty slots in the calendar and you really just want to fill them in, then you would check this, and that will make sure that works. All right, so we'll click Submit. It quickly shows us the details of it, and now you can look through and see. Now, because what you didn't see because it was so fast was that all the people who are checked there are already previously scheduled doing something else in those services, because I'm the worship leader in the services and Giuseppe is the speaker. So now we're going to do it again, but this time we're going to uncheck us two and just leave Malcolm and Patrick in. Now he's going to, because Patrick's in this slot, it's always going to put Malcolm in the other slot. So avoid schedule conflicts, only one per day, submit. And there we go. Malcolm, Patrick, Malcolm, Patrick, Malcolm, Malcolm. And this is because Patrick was not available this week. And then we're back to Malcolm. And he must have been not available that week either. So that's how that works. Isn't that neat? I think that'll save a lot of time to a lot of people. I know I'm looking forward to using it more in our service. So why don't we just go and look at the schedule quickly so we can kind of check it out in context. So here we have myself as worship leader and Giuseppe as speaker. And our announcements person is Malcolm. Following week, Jason and Giuseppe and Patrick. And then the following week, we have Jason and Giuseppe and Malcolm. And is Patrick already scheduled? Yeah, and Patrick is on electric guitar, as you can see. The following week, Giuseppe, Patrick, and myself, and so on. I don't need to go through it all. So you kind of get the idea of how it works. I hope that's helpful to you. And as always, if you think of anything that would make your life easier, if you only wish it would do this, let me know, and I can probably do it for you. God bless.